Blowhole. We should do this entire episode with Matthew McConaughey impressions. Best thing
I
about high
couldn't.
school girls.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age. That's such a
Golly,
dirty
what were they
line.
thinking? What were
Yeah.
they thinking, dude? I
Oh,
mean, it
this is
makes sense for the
this is
70s,
a
but
this is a podcast topic.
yeah, okay. Well, we'll revisit it after the intro. Sure.
Yeah. All right, ready? And welcome back
Action.
to another episode of the Blowhole. I am here as always with Dom. How are you doing this week, Dom?
I'm doing fantastic.
Fan fucking tastic.
You can't curse in the first 20 seconds.
Why?
Actually, it's probably been 20 seconds. It's YouTube policy.
No
It's
F
probably been 20
bombs
seconds anyway.
in the first 20 seconds.
Yes.
That's kind of a
But
bullshit rule.
I'm doing good. And this is episode 7, by the way. You missed that part. Hi. It's me, your lovely host, Dingo. We had a lot going on that week. Mixed up the episode numbers. So this is actually going to be episode 8, not 7. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, this is episode 7. If
Episode
you didn't
7.
see it in the title and
And who are you?
on the thing, I don't know.
Did you say who you were?
I didn't
Oh,
say who
no.
I was. I just said,
This is going sideways already.
oh my God.
I'm
If
not paying
somebody has
attention.
listened this far into the podcast, I think they already know who I am.
Could be their first time.
Okay,
This
that's
one's
fair.
going to go viral because I'm going to do a backflip and break my neck.
This nigga is 50.
Just stay tuned till the end of the episode to see my backflip attempt.
It just cuts to a video of you on a trampoline landing on your head.
No trampoline. I'm going to do it right here in the office.
Did you see me just
Break my
almost knock
shit.
everything over on my fucking desk?
I saw your camera shake slightly. It didn't look that dramatic, but
Oh,
yeah.
almost everything almost went over. It was not a good. It was not fun. What you drinking over there, Sleepy?
Coffee. I fell asleep after work and slept, and now I'm a zombie man, so I'm drinking coffee. But I'm bringing the energy.
Bringing
know.
the heat.
Bringing the heat. They call me the LeBron James of podcasting because I never miss, or something like that.
Sure, we'll go with that.
They call me the Manny Pacquiao of podcasting
No,
because I'm
no,
short.
no, they don't.
Yes, they do. They always say that's the top comment on every video. They're like, "Oh man, how did Bryan get Pacquiao on this podcast?"
We're gonna start this episode off strong with me bitching about something. You ready for this?
All right, everybody, get some popcorn, sit back, relax. This is cool for me because I don't have to do anything for the next 10 minutes. So go ahead.
Do you remember Taco Bell's caramel apple empanadas?
I remember them being a thing. I never had one.
Okay. So when I was younger, I wouldn't even say a kid because they had them for a long time. They were like this fucking big, dude. They were a pretty good size. So me and Bree went to Taco Bell the other day, and she's like, "Oh look, they've got chocolate empanadas. I want to try one." So she got one. I swear to God, it was this big. What the fuck
Can't be
is that,
that
Taco
small.
Bell? No, I promise you, Dom, it was this fucking big. It was so small.
That's pretty tiny. Do you
I
get
could
like
have
2?
I could eat no, you get one. I could have eaten it in one bite
That's
and had room. Like it was so fucking small.
That
So
doesn't
not
sound worth
only
it then.
did they take away a great menu item. I think it was their best dessert. But then they bring
I could
it
see that.
back
Their desserts are pretty bad.
and tease us like it's going to be good and give us this garbage. And it's probably more expensive than the old one was too, to be completely honest.
Oh,
I didn't
sure
look
it
that
was.
close to it, but
I'm sure it was. I saw they had a chocolate one now. That looks good.
yeah, it's the one that Brie got. It's just tiny. It's like this fucking big.
That's very unfortunate. I wanted to try one, but I don't think I'm going to be willing to spend my money on that.
I I'm not a big like I'm not huge on fast food anymore. I try to like make shit at home. And I didn't bring a lunch for work the other day, so we went to McDonald's and I got an arch burger, like the new burger that they're making.
A what?
An arch burger.
Oh, I haven't heard of this.
Yeah, it's the new burger that they're promoting or that they have for a
Is
short
it?
time. And I
What's the
got it.
difference?
It's got some sort of different sauce on it and different cheese. It's got like a Swiss cheese or
Okay.
something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't bad
Okay.
and it was big. Like when I got it, I was like, "Wow, this is actually like looks like the size of the one in the picture." You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the Arch Burger is the size that the Big Mac used to be.
Did you see? Did you see the CEO battle?
With the bites.
Yeah, the bite
Did
shit.
we not talk about that?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
But
I don't
yeah, I
think
have
so.
seen it.
I don't remember talking about it, but I'm surprised Wendy's never chimed in.
I think they did.
Did they eventually? I
Yeah.
was only following it for like the first 2 days that it happened because
Yeah, I think
Wendy's is always a fucking catty bitch on social media. So I was
Dude,
expecting them to chime in on it.
I never know if they're real or fake though. Like when I see the pictures of like what was said on their social medias, it's like fuck, now I have to go and look and see if it's real because it's not as funny if it's not real.
I fact checked a couple times, and Wendy's does seem to fucking clap back
They
on
just don't
social
give a
media quite a bit.
fuck.
Yeah, they definitely have some like
Well,
25-year-old guy in charge of the Twitter account.
I was gonna say it's probably some 21 to 25-year-old kid in that position who is just given free reign.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, just don't say anything political or racist, and just go ahead, just do whatever you want. And
Have at it.
it works because we're talking about Wendy's now just because of it, and they weren't even the main person involved in this little conflict here. So
Yeah.
I wanted to see like the Wendy's CEO come in with like a fucking tray, like a mukbang, and just start fucking gorging out on all of the Wendy's food. That's what I wanted to see. I don't think that ever happened.
This is so good.
Right, right. Stuff in their face. Yeah,
I
yeah.
will
Would have been
say
good.
though, the hate towards the McDonald's CEO is definitely warranted because he took
Yeah,
these like it wasn't even he barely got bun on it. Like I think the best
yeah.
comparison that I saw was the Patrick Star one where it was either
Ah,
Patrick Star or
yeah. The
SpongeBob where he
it's
stretches his
SpongeBob.
teeth out real
No,
far.
it's Squidward because he's trying his first Krabby Patty. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, you're right. It's Squidward.
yeah.
That's
I've
the
been on
best
a huge
comparison.
kick of when I go to bed. I've been putting on SpongeBob conspiracy theories, and some of them are extremely compelling. Like some of them have so much evidence to support them. Like the one that comes to mind that I remember is that you remember fucking Pinhead Larry and Dirty Dan.
Yep.
Some guy came to the conclusion that, and I'm not going to go over the whole thing because it's a long-winded thing, but the moral of his conspiracy is that Larry the Lobster is Pinhead Larry, and the Dirty Bubble is Dirty Dan, and that Larry the Lobster is a drug kingpin, and Dirty Dan was his old crime partner. And if you look it up, and you watch the video, it's got compelling evidence to it.
How? Okay, how now you got to get it. You got to give me a little bit more context to that
Okay, all right.
because
So
because
I'm going off memory here, and I watched it while I was falling asleep, so some of the details might be fuzzy. But
Because Dirty
point is,
Dan is SpongeBob and Pinhead is Patrick.
right, right. But SpongeBob and Patrick were imitating historical figures in that moment, and that's why Sandy was pissed off when she found out that when she was in her sleep state while hibernating, that Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry were in her bubble. That's why she was mad, because they were criminals. And I think Sandy, there was some evidence, I believe, that Sandy like had something to do with putting them away back in the day. I don't remember what that was, but Pinhead Larry, right? Larry the Lobster, Pinhead Larry, and Dirty Dan, the Dirty Bubble. So there's an episode where, and this is the later SpongeBob, so like neither one of us probably saw it, but in the later SpongeBob episodes, Larry finally opens his own gym, right? And Dirty Dan, like there's a quick scene where you see on the back of the building that Dirty Dan was written on the back of the building. And why was it written on the back of the building? Because it's theorized that they were old partners and they faked their deaths. Because in another episode, there's a quick frame or a quick scene where they're like flying through the air or something, and you see two gravestones on the ground, and the two gravestones read Pinhead Larry and Dirty Dan. But this was before Larry the Lobster had opened his gym. So that would have already canonically said that they're dead. So why would he write Dirty Dan was here? Now, yeah, sure, it could be graffiti or whatever that just some random person put on there, but Pinhead or Larry the Lobster at some point opens up a protein shake, in quotes, chain, and people think that they're bad at first, but then they get extremely addicted to them, and the entire town is like fiending over these protein shakes. Like Mr. Krabs is like literally working with Plankton to try and get more because they ran out of these protein shakes. So they're all hooked on it, and it's like an addiction. So they end up getting banned in Bikini Bottom, and Pinhead Larry, or Larry the Lobster, can no longer sell them. But then in a later episode, it's shown that he still is drinking one completely randomly, meaning that he is still making them. And then he like has a different protein brand that has the same consistency and look, but it's just not branded the kelp shakes that he was selling before. So it looks like he's still producing them under a different name. And I can't remember the connection of him and Dirty Bubble, but there was one. The connection was, okay, I'm remembering. It's coming back. The connection was there's like a side character, Old Lady Fish, right? And she is like just kind of a side character. She's around every so often. But in one of the episodes, her and some other guy are like talking to Larry the Lobster, and Larry the Lobster is being nice to him or whatever, and then they like go to walk away, and the old lady says the other guy, like, "Oh, what a nice boy. We raised him so well." So like they raised Larry the Lobster. And then that same lady is seen talking to Man Ray, right? And she's very friendly with Man Ray. And her and Man Ray are like doing laundry together, and they're like hugging and they're talking nice and they're being good friends. And then at another episode later on, it's revealed that the Dirty Bubble was disguised as this old lady. So the old lady who allegedly raised Larry the Lobster, who is a villain with Man Ray, was revealed to be Dirty Bubble. So that's the connection between the two and why they faked their deaths. And then Larry the Lobster went on to do drug making, and the Dirty Bubble just went on to be like a regular supervillain. Yeah.
All right.
There's more compelling evidence that I'm definitely not remembering at the time, but that's the general idea, is that the Dirty Bubble was an old lady that raised Larry the Lobster, and Larry the Lobster and the Dirty Bubble were crime people who went by the name of Pinhead Larry and Dirty Dan.
Some real far thought into a cartoon that the episodes don't even have that much meaning behind the episode.
Dude, I'm telling you, watch one of the videos and you'll be like, holy shit, there's way more to this than you would think. Like,
Do you,
it's compelling.
honest to God though, do you really think the creators of this TV show put that much thought into it?
For that bit, for Larry the Lobster, Dirty Bubble, like being crime people, probably not. But there's other ones that they 100% seems to be real, and it's like at times it seems kind of schizo-brained, but he always brings back another point that makes it not feel schizo-brained. And there's like direct evidence to certain things, and there's certain theories that make a lot more sense than others with more evidence to them. But in general, I'd say he doesn't miss. In like, it's good shit. It's fun. Um, like Patrick Starr's grandpa secretly being the king. There's a lot of evidence to that too. But not going to get into another theory here. We did the Larry Lobster Dirty Dan one.
Larry Lobster, Dirty Dan.
Yeah, yeah. But I've been watching those go to sleep. They're very entertaining, but I think I finished them all. So now I have nothing to watch. Yeah.
Not my first choice of something to put on before I go to sleep, but not the worst
I
choice.
it just ended up in my algorithm somehow on my home page for YouTube. So I was like, "Oh, okay, this looks goofy." And then I watched one, and I watched the first one, and I'm like, "Holy shit, guy's got a point." So then I wanted to know what else he had a point about, and it most of them were like, "Okay, yeah, makes sense," but there was a couple that didn't. Like, not that didn't make sense, but where it was more of a stretch without super compelling evidence.
I've seen a couple of like the conspiracy theory things on different kid shows from when we were younger, and some of them are like way the fuck out there.
Yeah. No, that is true. And like for example, ones that seem a little less credible, like he did a Blues Clues one where
Jesus.
the the Blues Clues guy, Steve, is actually like a mental case who has like autism because he was in an SVU episode, the same actor. Or not SVU. It was Law and Order, one of the Law and Orders, but not SVU. He was in a Law and Order episode where like he played this kid with autism who like ended up getting killed or something by the place that took him in. And that one didn't have a whole lot of evidence. Like it did, like he was making connections, but nothing was super compelling about it.
What's a like actual conspiracy theory that's going around and that's active that's not been completely debunked or proven correct yet that you just can't get
The
behind? The one that
that
you're
I
just
can't
like,
get behind.
yeah, like in no way,
Hmm.
shape, or form, you're like, that's just too far. Or too far for me, not too
Damn.
far.
Right, right. I can't think off the top of my head of one that I don't think has any feet. But I have one that I think no one talks about that I think is real
Oh,
that
you
like
could
I've
say that
never
one
heard anyone
next.
talk. One that I don't. I mean, do you have one? If you have one, you can go while I think. But I don't. I can't.
Off the top of
Trying to
my
think.
head, I'd say like my most unbelievable,
Oh,
like
I know what it is.
the one that I'm just like, no way. I The one that I disbelieve the most is flat Earth. And the only reason I say that is because there's
I don't know,
just
man.
like,
I don't know. Might be. I never been to space.
I've never been to space either, but and I'm no scientist but isn't time on a plane, so technically everything's flat or something crazy like that? Like, if you're looking at it from a certain depth, I guess it could make sense. But in the idea that literally we just live on this flat surface, I don't believe it.
I don't know. Our understanding of science is only as far as like our understanding of science. You know,
No
we don't
way.
we don't but we don't know that we're right about everything. Like we have had theories that have been like taught it very strictly that have been disproven or altered due to different discoveries and shit. So like I don't think we've got that great of a grip on it like we think. So like I don't know. The thing that always brings me back to certain conspiracies either not making sense or um, being a little far fetched is when I struggle to find a motive is the problem, and I
Yeah,
kind
at
of
this,
struggle to find a motive for flat Earth, but I still think it's possible.
there's the whole ice wall theory that we're surrounded by an ice wall and the elites of the world are hiding the rest of the world from us. But how is that not
Agartha.
actually leaked yet? You know what I mean? There have been like these people, like that would have been going on for so many generations that the first documented people were it was already being hidden from. The
Well,
first
because
people who started.
Antarctica is where the ice wall is, and we're not allowed to go to Antarctica. That's why. There
I
and
get that.
there has been scientific leaks about interesting things with
I think
Antarctica.
I definitely think there's some shit going on in Antarctica, and like there's a whole lot to be discovered there, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't
Uh,
find that as I don't see them keeping it from the general public
okay,
for
but
that
if it
long, for
was,
all of eternity.
well, all of eternity doesn't matter because most people weren't able to make it to Antarctica
Unless
up until
unless
recent history.
unless our country is being ran by,
Lizard people,
or unless the world is being ran by,
lizard people,
no, not lizard people. Um
vampires.
no, 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 no.
Come on, why?
um Aliens or extraterrestrials. But then that's a
Alien vampire
conspiracy.
lizards.
Yes, that's a conspiracy in itself. Like you're adding conspiracies together then to make one truth that nobody knows is
What
true
if
or
it
not.
is? What if it is a mega conspiracy,
What if every conspiracy is just combined together for one mega
mm-hmm.
conspiracy?
which is Agartha? That's what they call the mystical land outside of our land, Agartha.
Alrighty
But
then.
Bigfoot, that's
Not
mine.
Terabithia.
Not Terabithia. Terabithia is real,
Bigfoot is
proven.
yours?
They made a movie about it. Yeah, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I think it's
Why?
stupid
Why?
because it's
That
a land creature.
that's more realistic to me than flat Earth.
Nah, nah.
Dude,
The only
the
discoveries that we make
people
on
didn't believe
creatures.
pandas were real until the 1930s.
Well, yeah, because we didn't have access to the internet or like mass produce and mass production. No, what's the word? Uh, fuck, what's it called? Where you move things around everywhere. I don't remember.
Mobility?
No, not mobility. Like dispersal, dispersal of information. I can't remember the word. But uh, yeah, that was before then, so that makes sense. Like if I was from America in the 1930s and someone's like, "Yeah, China got one of them bears too, except it looks like a zebra." I'd be like, "What the fuck's a zebra?" I'm a poor person from 1930. I've never been to like
They
a
had books
special
in
zoo.
1930.
Yeah, and the books probably didn't talk about pandas because we didn't go to China.
Yeah,
But
but
we went to Africa. We know why we went to Africa. So we had books about zebras. It's it's totally possible just that information was obscured by in 1930. But in our in the year of the Lord 2026, we don't have solid evidence of a creature as big as us that lives on the land.
But
It just makes no
okay,
sense.
but if this creature is as smart as a human,
So,
then it makes it
did you see that new
significantly
movie
easier.
Roofman? He
Then
got caught.
it makes it significantly easier for it to hide and actually like
Nah.
I think if you take the massive amount of area that it would cover, and if Bigfoot was real, the small amount of population, that it makes sense.
How could it have a small population and still like live and exist? They all just know to meet up at fucking fuck point and go have a fucking Sasquatch orgy.
Maybe that's what they've been doing the whole eternity of Sasquatches.
No, I don't believe that. That's too far fetched. We would see someone would have seen something actually significant,
What about
and I'm
all the
pretty
videos of
sure.
Sasquatches?
Well, the only like semi credible one is the famous one, and that I'm pretty sure one of the guys who was in on it said that they like faked it, and then the other guy says no. Like there's two guys that were involved. One guy says no, we didn't fake it. The other guy says yes, we faked it.
I need to see the
So
interview. I don't believe it.
I trust me, my wife has watched a billion hours of Bigfoot shit, and in that they eventually get talked to the original creators of that video. One says it's for real, one says it's not. Um, it seems ridiculous to me. It seems ridiculous. I think we would have found it by now. I'm more inclined to believe in like the Loch Ness because we don't discover things in the ocean very often. Every time we discover a
That's in
new
a
thing
lake.
on land, well, that was just where it was saw. The lake connects to the ocean. It has connection to the ocean. It has a channel. That's why. So that makes more sense to me.
Oh no.
Um, but who knows? But I don't think Bigfoot. But Loch Ness more reasonable because we don't do the ocean like we do land.
We don't do the ocean.
Like if okay, if hold on, if Bigfoot was just the Yeti, I would be like okay, maybe. Because we don't do the super cold areas. We don't do Antarctica. We don't really do the whole North Pole. You know, we don't do that shit. So
Yeah, we
I'd be
do.
like, okay,
We have so much exploration in fucking Antarctica.
I mean,
I
not a
mean,
whole lot.
compared to the
Not in
general size, I
right.
guess.
Yeah, general size and like compared to the rest of the world, no, it's not a whole lot. But the North and South Pole, if it was just Yetis, if the reports of a bipedal monkey or ape-like creature existed only in those regions, I'd be like, okay, fine. Maybe they're extremely durable to cold and can hide out in ice caves, and you know we don't see them because of that. Fine, but the rest, I don't buy it.
I don't know.
Now the conspiracy that nobody talks about that I think is real is you know, have you noticed I might have even talked about this before. I don't think so, but so I'll make it brief just in case I have. You notice how everything's got protein now, like a whole lot of protein.
I've never really looked that closely.
Okay, but like Starbucks and Dunkin' and even like cereals, like name brand cereals, they're introducing a lot of protein into their products. Like a coffee, you can get protein milk with coffee, okay? Um, I think that is to. I think it's bugs. I think it's bug protein, and that's to get us used to eating bugs, so that when they introduce the idea of eating bugs, everyone's like, "Ew," and they're like, "No, you've been doing it forever. It's fine. Like we've got it in the cereal, in the coffee."
Well, so that's kind of so here's my thing with that. One, I think the protein additive thing is just like there's a big kick on personal wellness and going to the gym and stuff since like 2020 and COVID. So I think that's part of it is because they're just going with the trend. But also, bugs have been used in food for years. The original
That
way
is
to
true.
dye, like natural food dyes, are bugs. Like red, there's a bug that you crush up, and when you crush it up, it turns red, and like that's a natural food dye. The reason they have this fucking bullshit red 40 and blue 40 is because if people found out how these natural food dyes were made, they wouldn't fucking eat them because it'd be like, no, we're eating bugs.
I mean, I'd be okay with it for used for dye. I just don't want it to be my main source of protein, which is what they want
Why? Why would they want bugs to be your main source of protein?
because they're easy to produce.
That's fair. I mean, if it fuels my body the same way that
I mean, it would.
regular protein does, and
It would.
I don't have to take a cockroach and eat it, what's the fucking difference? There's variance in mass production for the amount of rat feces that can be in these things and the amount of cyanide that can be in these things. What are fucking bugs
Hmm.
hurting? Like, honestly,
Well, I think it's gross.
it's just once it's dried out, what is it? It's
Bug.
just like eating
A
a dried
dried out
out leaf.
bug. Nah, it's a bug. We ain't
I
meant
think
to
you're
eat
thinking.
bugs. Actually, you know
eh,
what? Cavemen probably ate bugs.
Yeah, like
Cavemen probably ate
it's just a
bugs.
form of protein. If I was dying and the only thing that I had was a cockroach this big, its head's getting cut off, and I'm probably gonna put it over a fire, but I'll eat the motherfucker.
Go cook. You're gonna cook your bug. That's. Hmm. I mean, they eat bugs other places. It doesn't sound appealing to me. I don't think I'd want to.
No, I'm not saying that I just want to eat like straight bugs, like give me a bowl of bugs, but uh, give me like
Yeah, but what if they
I
wanted to ban? What if they wanted to ban cattle farming and replace it with bug farming?
that I would have a problem with
Well,
because
that's the end goal. Is my point. Ban
I
cattle farming and keep that for the very like secret people that are allowed to eat cow, and then we all have to eat
I
bugs.
don't I don't see the point of that. I don't see it. Just because the government makes so much money off of cattle farming and there are so many corporations that cattle farm that the people who would want to do that would be losing millions and billions of dollars because of it. That's
Well,
that's
not
why
if
I
you
just don't
ban
see the
it.
motive.
Not if you ban it and replace it with bugs, and those people that are making all the money off of cow can make more money off bugs, and they produce those instead due to assumingly how cheap it would be to feed the bugs or something
I
along those
just
lines.
I just think it's super unrealistic to be able to get people, especially, most farmers are going to be completely
But I go to
opposed
the,
to.
but I go to a farmer and I say, "Hey, you know the 20 million you made last year, you're going to make the same amount, but your overhead's going to be 8 million less or something, whatever." I don't know. I think there'd be a good amount that would
Okay,
take that.
okay, if you start the conversation like that, they may talk to you, and then when you tell them that you're farming bugs, they're gonna tell you you're fucking crazy and to leave.
I I don't know. I don't know if you have the science, maybe they'd go with it. I don't know. But I think
I
that's the
think
case. That was
I
that
think th-
that was my whole point with the bug
I
thing.
think that's one that's like second on my list for hard to believe. I just don't
That's
see the
fine.
motive there.
That's fine. I think the motive's money. I think the motive's money. And you make more money with bugs would be my assumption. They already said the World Economic Forum already said that they want people to eat bugs. They said that. So for whatever reason they
We're
said that,
already
they
eating
said it.
bugs. That's my point here. We're
Yes, but they
already
want
eating
us to.
bugs.
But they want it to be the source of protein, like the source, the main source. They want it to be what we get our protein from is bugs.
I just don't see the point.
I'm not on the board. I didn't say it. They said it. I'm seeing increased protein in weird things and things that didn't have protein before, and I'm just connecting the dots. I'm putting the red string from one spot to the other.
I think you remember that thing from the books with connect the dots from back in the day. I think you went from 1 to 7 to 5 to 41 to 2,
Nope.
and the picture obviously doesn't make a fucking elephant now.
Nope. It's an elephant.
It's
I made an
not.
elephant.
No.
It is. Yep. I made an elephant.
I think we need to take your computer away for a little while. Set you in the backyard with some.
Computer. This was just in the real world. I just saw all the protein stuff. I remember hearing the World Economic Forum say that we should eat bugs,
Wait,
and that
so
was where
this
the
is a
connection
made
was.
up conspiracy theory? Not
Yeah, no,
made up,
no
but
one's
this is
telling. No one
your
told me
personal
this.
conspiracy theory.
Yes, no one told me this. I didn't get this from the internet. I didn't pull this from anywhere. I saw the World Economic Forum said that we're gonna eat bugs, and then they saw increased protein in weird places, and I said that's bugs. That's all.
That's that's bugs.
Yep.
You know, I could believe that specifically that the protein that's being added to everything is bug protein simply because I don't think it specifies. I think it just says protein when you look at the ingredients. I don't think it
Right.
says like whey protein or anything else. It just says
I
protein.
haven't I haven't looked into that, so I don't know. But I would imagine it probably doesn't. Let's find out.
Interesting. Look up here. Look up the label for protein oatmeal.
Dunkin's protein milk is primarily ultra filtered skim milk, often reported to be a lactate brand, which removes water and lactose to concentrate protein. Stevia-based mixture provides roughly 13 grams of protein per serving and is used to create creamer, high protein base for lattes, matchas, and refreshers. All right, so it's not bugs.
Hmm.
According to Google. Maybe Google farms bugs and they don't want us to know.
Google has already bought into the bug farming.
Right. Right. Is Google what's his name? The
Bill
Bill
Gates.
Gates? Is that Google? No, that's Microsoft.
Microsoft is Google though, I thought.
Is it? I don't know.
No. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, Microsoft is Xbox. I don't know why I had that confused.
Well, Microsoft's a lot of things, but Xbox is one of them, yes. Who's the Google guy? Why do we not know the Google guy? We know the
Just
Microsoft guy, and everyone
type
talks
that
about him.
into Google specifically. Who's the Google guy?
What? Who's the Google guy? Google was co-founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1998. Parent company Alphabet Inc. Sundar Pichai. Pichai? Pichai? I don't know how to say that. He's some guy.
Some fun guy.
Some fun guy. Yeah. People always call Bill Gates like evil guy doing stuff, but they never talk about Sundar Pichai.
Yeah, that's kind of
Alphabet.
funny that you don't like that we don't know off the top of our heads who created Google because it's something that people use every single day. Every
But
day.
we know Bill Gates and
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg and who's the Amazon guy? It's skipping my brain. I know it. Fucking
Fuck.
bald ass guy
Um,
who laughs weird.
yeah, the name's right on the tip of my tongue. Fuck, what is his name?
Can't Google it. We have to remember.
Yeah. Fuck, what is
Come
his
on.
name?
I know it. Jeff Bezos.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
Jeff Bezos. Yes.
And Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. True. What if we just took all their money? What would you do if you had Elon Musk money? What's
Nothing
the
at
first
all.
thing you would do? Okay,
Sit
yeah,
at
but
my
like,
house.
just gonna sit in a dark room? You gotta do something.
No, I'd buy a lot of land and build a house right in the
Buy a
middle of it.
country. Buy a fucking country. That's what I'd do. Fucking easy. So whatever country has the lowest GDP, I'm buying.
I'm buying it.
Buying that bitch. It's gonna be called Domatopia.
That's kind of like, I guess that's my thing. I don't need to be like Elon Musk rich. I just need to be rich enough to have a select amount of things and be able to enjoy those things. That's the worst part. Like, I feel like there's so many rich people who make all this money and have all this money and have these things, but they can't use these things because they're always doing the thing to make the money to have the things, you know?
No, I need to be Elon Musk rich.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad.
I need to buy a country and fly to Agartha.
At that, when you have that much money too, like, you just buy businesses that are already running, and then
Mm-hmm.
people are running them for you already. You cut the
Mm-hmm.
paycheck for them for being the CEO or the owner, whatever the fuck case is. You could buy
Mm-hmm.
10 fucking businesses and make another $40 million a year, or whatever the fuck it is,
This is a
and
financial
just,
podcast, by the way.
yeah.
Our financial advice is God. This is
the
real financial advice.
the question of a
Can't say that.
lifetime. What would you do if you were the richest man in the world?
Um. Hmm. Hmm. I'd probably buy a. I'd probably buy a private military or make one, and then I'd take over a country.
Oh, now you're taking it over instead
Well,
of.
because realistically, most countries aren't gonna like just sell the country to you. I don't think any would probably like. There's political reasons why probably none of them would just like give you the country for a bunch of money. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy. But then, yeah, I would just buy a military, take over a
So
country.
basically, what you're saying here is you want to be a dictator.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Who wouldn't want to be a dictator? Honestly, genuinely, who wouldn't want to be a dictator? Like, I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. That sounds amazing.
Your whole country hates you most of the time.
But I mean, I'm the richest man. Most dictators are not extremely wealthy because they, you know, poor countries or poorer countries tend to have dictators. Tend to, not always.
And they're most of
Um,
the time the most wealthy person
in
in the
that
country.
country, yes. But if I'm the richest man on the planet, I can make that country rich. I can make that country have at least enough to be happy with it. You know, like they don't have to be like everybody's not going to be driving a Mercedes, but like everybody's not driving a Mercedes in America. So,
Dude,
you know,
what happened? What would happen if two fucking people who just had a shit ton of money worked out a deal and bought a country and then started the best economy in the world? Like, just the most prosperous fucking economy. That would be hilarious. Just two random fucking people.
it would be like five 5 to 10 years max before like a superpower country comes and tries and takes it. That would
Yeah.
be my opinion.
You want to be
You'd have
you want to be our ally? No.
oh
Pulls out the size of their army. Are you
right.
sure you don't want to be an ally?
Like, okay, all right. I just actually don't have that many people, to,
Yeah,
to throw at
there's
you. So
my whole country is the size of one branch of your military. I
right,
can't fight that.
right. So yeah, you'd be forced to just join the one world government. That's what would happen. You'd join the UN or whatever it's called. You'd pay them a bunch of money. That's it.
Hmm.
Soft takeover by the United States or China or Russia.
Whoever gets to you
Somebody would.
first.
Yeah, whoever gets there first. Yeah, whoever threatens you the most.
Oh, to be a small country with a lot of money. You got
There's a
America
reason
knocking.
small countries don't have a lot of money. I mean, there's a reason to it because Big Boy comes and says, that's our money.
You want to be part of this? You want to be part of this group? Yeah, what do I got to do to be part of this group? All your money has got to go to this group.
Give us all your money. Yep.
Well, then we won't have any money to pay for anything. Well, it's okay because we'll protect you with our military that we use your
Right.
money for.
Right.
and then you won't need it to spend any of it.
Now this is a geopolitical podcast. This is a world politics podcast. We're telling you how the world really works.
I know nothing about world politics either, so.
I went to college.
Are you wearing an Oxford sweatshirt?
I went to college. I went to college for that. Yes, I am wearing an Oxford sweatshirt. I got it while I was attending school there for my geopolitical masters. I have a master's in geopolitics.
Oh, you didn't get the doctorate?
I went back for the doctorate, but they actually just asked me to teach the class instead. So I did that for a couple of years. I think you have to have a doctorate to teach a class, actually. Yeah. I got my doctorate in 2 years, and then they asked me to teach. I forgot about that. It just happened so fast.
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm. I'm single-handedly responsible for every war that started in the past 20 years. It was my decision. They've all consulted me on their battle plan, and I said, "Yeah, that's good choice."
You want to see my new hobby that's got a hold of me like crack cocaine?
You say crack cocaine. You pull up a crack pipe. You pull up a crack pipe. And you're like, yeah, dude, this shit's crazy. No. Yeah, yes, I would like to know.
Okay, you see all these? Hold on. There's another stack.
Those baseball cards?
These are NASCAR cards.
Oh.
This is Brian's redneck segment.
Okay.
So I have been a Dale Jr. fan for a really long time, like since I was a kid. And
number 8, baby.
At one point, yeah, good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, at one point,
I came from a small town.
I listened to his podcast and he talked about how he has a brand deal with Panini and he does like card signings and shit. So, and I didn't know that he like actively still did them. And so now I am completely committed to buying these fucking cards until I get a signed Dale Jr. card. Here's the thing. The Dale Jr. cards aren't really worth anything. None of these cards are really worth anything. They're not like big collectors like baseball cards or basketball cards or anything like that. At least as far as I've seen. Yeah. But yeah, so that's my new hobby. I bought a pack that had like 15 packs in it, and that's what I got out of it. And then I want to go buy more. But that leads into another thing. I got a couple of Tyler Reddick cards, which not knowing what's it called? Not knowing NASCAR, that doesn't really mean anything to you, but Tyler Reddick.
I know Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, and then there's Matt something, I think. Those are the only ones I know.
Oh, Matt Kenseth, yeah.
Yep, that guy. Yep.
So, I mean, I think these are good cards. I got a Martin Truex Jr. card, but it's got a piece of this car that's in the picture in it. Like that's what that little black piece is. It's like a piece of the sheet metal.
Oh, that's interesting.
Martin Truex Jr. isn't very good this year though. But I got some Tyler Reddick cards, and they're 2025 cards, so I don't know if they'll be worth anything. But if I can get a Tyler Reddick 2026, it might be worth something because that's the year that he did his 3 wins in a row. So they might do a specialty card for that.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
I got a Richard Petty card, which I think is a pretty good pull. Oh, I didn't even realize this. Fuck, what is that? Is it a part of the suit? Must be. Um, this is a Justin Allgaier card that I think has a piece of his race suit in it. I didn't even notice that. But anyways, before I go completely autistic on this real quick, um, the
Don't worry,
moral
I
of
have an
bringing this,
autist segment.
um, the point of bringing this up is me and I recently went and visited my family, and me and my sister were looking for something to do, and she's like, well, I kind of wanted to get some Pokemon cards. So I was like, okay, that's cool.
Nice.
Let's go. She's like, let's stop at GameStop and see if they have any. I was like, okay. Or no, me and my little brother stopped at GameStop because we had went to Walmart and Target in town and completely sold out of Pokemon cards.
Yes.
So
Because of scalpers. Yep.
yeah. So me and my little brother were in town, ran to GameStop because we're like, oh, we'll see if they have them for our sister. We get in there, and Dominic, when I tell you that it was exactly what you would assume a GameStop would be like.
Thank you for calling GameStop. This is Brian. How can I help you?
It was. It
A
smelled like
GameStop
farts.
or Game
It
Store?
smelled like a GameStop.
Oh, okay.
It smelled like farts and boogers. The dude that was
Fun.
at the front desk did not even look up from whatever the fuck he was doing when we walked in there. In the nicest way possible, I could hear him breathing from the farthest spot away from him in the store. It was just
Okay.
exactly what you would expect a GameStop visit to be. But then we went
Sick.
to this specific card shop a couple days later that had like sports cards, Pokemon cards. It was like a gaming place where they had tables set up in there where you could, play you could
Yep.
play Magic the Gathering, or you could play whatever, or you could play a D&D game.
Yep.
And uh it didn't smell bad. They had a bunch of cool shit in there. That's where I got my NASCAR cards. My little sister got some Pokemon cards. They had a bunch of cool shit in there. Um so that was pretty, but yeah. So that place was pretty fucking sweet. They had a bunch of shit. A bunch of
I'm
cool shit.
surprised. I'm surprised to hear you say that because I haven't been to a GameStop in a number of years, I guess. But they never were that bad as what you described. But I play Magic the Gathering and I collect cards from Magic the Gathering, and I've been to multiple game stores like the one that you recently described. And it's been probably 40, 60% bad, 40% not. I've been to
Oh,
multiple different ones. But I went one day on a Friday, and Friday is when most game shops do open play for Commander, which is just a variant of Magic the Gathering. And it was so bad. Like the moment you walked into the door, it smelled like someone literally shit their pants.
oh
Like
my
literally was
God.
sitting in a pile of shit in their drawers playing Magic the Gathering. And I was going in there just to buy a pack real quick to, crack and get some cards. And I did everything within my power to get in and out of there as quick as possible. It was horrible. And I've been to multiple others where it was very similar to that. But that was
We
the
did
worst experience.
We did stop it because we went to 2 card stores. We went to the first one that was really cool, had a bunch of cool shit. The people in there were like super helpful, like super super helpful. Um,
Yeah, they're nerds. They love their
um,
shit. So
yeah.
I
But then the
also have
second
a
one, huh?
continue. I'll
The
do my
second
after.
one that
Go
we
ahead.
went to was it didn't smell as bad as the GameStop, but like my sister was looking at a card and they were like talking about what you could pull or like what cards, and this one girl like runs
Yeah.
up in front of her and was like, "Oh my gosh, you have that? You have that here? You have it in the store?" And it was like, "Yeah,
Dude,
it's
they,
it's
yeah,
it's right here."
yeah,
And then you know, like your average, there was a group of guys talking about something in like huddled around, and the girl was walking away, and I don't know the exact thing, but his friend like went with the girl, and he's like, "You're such a gooner." I was like, "Oh my god, I need to get out of this fucking
a
store."
gooner. Holy shit! Wow, that's interesting. Um, yeah, no, they are definitely not the most socially inept people, but it is what it is. There is normal Magic players. I'm a Magic player. There's normal ones.
I'm not saying they're all magic. I'm not saying they're all magic players, and I'm not saying that the whole
Most of
community
the
is
weird
like
ones
that.
are Magic players. Most of the
But
weird ones are. Uh,
um,
to go on your
because
card segment, I also, as I've said, I collect Magic the Gathering cards, and I all of my cards are from packs. I don't buy singles, which I know like that's kind of not what people say to do. I have bought singles for deck building, but I don't like keep any of those or whatever. Like I don't consider those part of my collection. Those are just for decks because I wanted to play a certain build or whatever. And I also proxy, which is just fake cards, so you don't have to pay for them. Instead of buying like a $30 card, I just get it for $1.50 off of a fake site, which Wizards, the people that make Magic, don't really like. But fuck them, I don't want to pay $30 for your card. But I do buy packs, which are like $7 a pack now. And I'm just gonna go over my best pulls from those packs. My in third place, I have my. It's hard to see here. Probably not gonna focus in, but it's a welcome. It was part of their Jurassic Park thing that they did. It's a Welcome to Jurassic Park card. That one goes for $26 in near mint, so not bad, not bad. I've got my Defense of the Heart foil card. You probably can't tell that it's foil here, but shiny. Defense of the Heart Magic card goes for $56 and near mint. And then in my number one spot, I have a foil Necropotence, which goes for $80 in near mint. So like 100 and what is that? $180 in 3 cards,
we
which
when we got
I definitely spent more. Like I'm definitely down on the gamble. I'm
I'm
definitely
not
I'm
up.
not up. No, no. But those are good pulls. Those are good pulls.
When we got home from the card store, my stepdad's like, "I got a bunch of old cards. Let's see what they're like." And I expected like, you know, a couple of binders of cards. This
Yeah,
man brought down more
tubs.
cards than I think were in the cases at the fucking card store. It
Yeah,
was a like boxes and boxes. Well, some of them were organized because they were his when he was a kid, and other ones were ones that he just got because he bought a lot of cards, just like at an auction or something at some point.
right, right.
And so we start looking through his personal cards, and he's like, "Here, check the prices of these ones," and they were Michael Jordan cards, basketball cards,
Yeah,
mint as a PSA 10. Fucking
yep.
$2,100 one of these cards is worth.
Golly, dude.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you have 2 of them. Now,
Damn.
I don't know
They
if they're
probably
PSA
weren't
10s
PSA
or not.
10s. Most likely not. But
The one might be. Like these cards have been in like slot holders and then in books for 40 years and have
yeah,
been
but the
in
fucked up part about rating cards is that you can keep perfect condition of it, and
Mhm.
if the printing isn't centered perfectly, it's not a PSA 10.
It's not a PSA 10, yeah.
Yeah, that's the shitty part
Um,
about that.
yeah, he had a couple cards that were like really worth something. But anyways, we went through all of these fucking cards. It took us 3 days to do all of them, and stacked them into individual stacks by the because the ones that he had bought in the lots were just like random.
Yeah,
Football, baseball, basketball, and some hockey ones. Put them in stacks by the year they were manufactured, the brand of card that they were, and then what sport they were. So we had this
yeah.
whole table laid out with these fucking stacks of cards, and he had probably, I'd say, a good 50% of every year of baseball card from 1985 to 2014 or 2004.
God damn, that's very impressive. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it reminds me of when I was a kid. I was into Magic, right? Like Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even super into it. I was just like, I saw the artwork on the cards, and I was like, oh, this artwork's cool. Kind of like
Mm-hmm.
everybody did with Pokemon back in the day. We're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we like how it looks, but we don't like play it or do anything with them. I was doing that
Yeah.
with Magic cards when I was a kid, and I didn't even have a whole lot. Like I'd
So I did
occasionally
with
get
Yu-Gi-Oh
some,
cards.
right, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, yeah. Um, I had like a very small collection of Magic cards back when I was a kid, and one day I'm just sitting in the basement, dicking around, being a kid, doing whatever, and my grandma's friend and her husband come downstairs and are like, hey, I heard you're into Magic the Gathering. I was like, yeah, I'm into, like, I like it, and he gives me like three big sleeves of Magic cards, which holds, I think, I have one of them here, like not the actual sleeve he gave me, but I have sleeves here, and I don't remember how much it is, or how many are in there. But it's a lot of cards. He gave me a lot of cards, and he gave me like, I think a binder and a just a giant Ziploc bag full of them. And it was a shit ton of cards. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool, thanks. Like that's awesome. Um, I didn't really understand why he gave them to me. I met the guy maybe like twice, like didn't really know him. I knew my grandma's friend a lot more, but didn't know the guy very much. And he gives me these cards, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I, start building decks with them, and I think I played with them a couple times. Um, Come to find out when I got older, I like was telling my grandma about the story or something, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember him like giving you those cards and everything." That's because he was trying to be a professional card player and was making no money doing it, and his wife was going to divorce him if he didn't get rid of his magic cards. So he gave all of his magic cards to you. I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool." Um, and I ended up giving them away when I was a kid, like probably 2 years later, when I was like not into Magic anymore at the time. And thinking back to some of the cards that I had, I probably gave away like 2 grand worth of cards, at least. It was probably more. Like
Dude,
it's probably more.
I did that with like I had a Nintendo 64 that my mom's
Oh
friend gave
hell
me
yeah,
when I was a kid. And it had the purple like translucent controller or whatever it was, you know what I mean? It had the purple one,
yeah,
it
yeah.
had the green one, it had the I think it was a clear one. I don't remember if it had a clear one or not. And
There
then
was
and then
clear.
two regular controllers. So I had five or four, 5 or 6 controllers. I had like a shit ton of games for it, and it had like a pouch that it came with. Like you flipped it open and it had a spot for each thing and the controllers and then games along the outside, and it said Nintendo 64 on it. And I sold it at a garage sale for probably $25 in
Damn.
like
All of it, like a bulk
2000.
thing.
Yeah, maybe
Damn.
$50. But
Sure.
yeah, I sold it at a garage sale in like 2009.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
probably really wasn't worth anything in 2009, but I wonder what that's worth now because it was in good condition. Not like it was anything special. I don't know if any of the games were anything special, but everything worked and it was in good condition.
It looks like a Nintendo 64 goes for around 150 to 215, just the console.
That's that's probably more than that console was brand new.
I wonder how much it was. The original price of the Nintendo 64 was 200 bucks.
Oh, okay, so about the same.
About the same, yeah. It was intended to be 250, but Nintendo lowered it to 199. Okay, whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, there's one on eBay for 80 bucks. So, I have I got a origin that I think I showed it. Yeah, I did show it last time. This PlayStation 1 I bought uh, came with two controllers and like four games and shit. I got it for 60 bucks at a flea market. I talked the guy down from it, and it looks like they go for 90 to 138. So I got a deal.
There you go.
I'll take that. Yeah.
I That's one of the game consoles that I have never played. I've never played an original PlayStation. I've played a PS2. I've played um like older games like a Sega Genesis I've played um or Sega whatever the fuck it is. Um Nintendo 64, the original Xbox, Xbox 360. I've played most of the consoles that were like big name consoles. I've never played a PlayStation 1.
Damn. Damn. I did, and I don't remember it having super great games. I don't remember it having super great games. I think there was a Toy Story game that was kind of cool. I think.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
don't
while I
remember
was
though.
home, my brother had our old PlayStation 2 out and was playing some of the PlayStation games, and I'm looking at it going, these graphics are terrible, but in my memory, it's like playing video games now. You know what I mean?
I think it's a little better, or like a little worse in my mind. I don't. I hear people say that a lot, but maybe it's just because I played them so much that like the memory's a little more ingrained for me. But I just never really felt
I don't
that
know.
way super big. There was certain
I
jumps that did it for me, like going from like I don't know the original Xbox to like Xbox 360. Like that was a little different. Like I remember original Xbox having better graphics than it did, I guess, but I don't know. Never super had that
see
feeling like other
I
people
had it
describe.
I had it happen to me the other day with like a couple weeks ago we talked about like Toontown and shit like that in
Yeah.
old computer games. I saw um like gameplay of that in one of the videos that I saw that was talking about Toontown, and then I looked up some shit from Club Penguin, and in my mind, it is not my memory of it is not as bad as it was. And at the time, it was probably great graphics, and that's why. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you don't know
Mhm.
anything better at that point.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Club Penguin though, that's like such a basic art design. It doesn't have to be like it's kind of hard
Yeah,
to make that bad.
yeah,
You know,
they did
it's a
like they
two-dimensional art style.
yeah, they
There's
did
no
3D shit
models.
though too.
Club Penguin?
Yeah.
Where? What? Where? What do you mean?
Like when you were inside your igloo, it was kind of like a 3D model type of thing where you were like
No,
it was
it was
weird.
2D model. It was 2D images placed over other 2D images, which is why you could go behind them.
No,
It's
no,
like
like it was like your igloo was kind of like a 3D model from what I remember of it. Where like when you moved around in your igloo, it wasn't like you were inside. It was like you were looking at it from the outside and you could see the how the fuck do I explain this?
yeah, I'm looking at it. Just 2D images placed on top of other 2D images.
Am I not remembering this correctly?
Just type in Club Penguin and Glue. It's just a 2D image.
Okay, yeah. I just wasn't remembering it correctly. I was remembering it better than it was.
See, that can happen. Yeah, that can happen. There was, okay, hold on. You might be thinking about this. Um, it does say, oh, never mind. This is an April Fool's thing. Yeah, this is a prank. I was gonna say it looks like they made a 3D model one, but that was, I guess, an April Fool's prank at some point. Uh, going back to that guy who did the SpongeBob conspiracies, he has a totally random video on his page where it's just him going into Club Penguin and like not interacting with people and just standing there and like spying on them, and it was oddly funny. It was weirdly funny. Like there's people like role playing like that they were drowning in a pool and he's just standing there and the person's like, help me, blah blah blah, and he just ignores them and they're like calling him a not calling him a dickhead, you know, as much as you can on Club Penguin, basically calling him a dickhead and a weirdo.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a very interesting video.
How did he play Club Penguin? Is there an active? Because Club Penguin got shut down.
I don't think it's active, but
There might
Club
be a
Penguin
fan-made
Legacy,
one active.
independent remake of Disney's Club Penguin. Yeah. Officially shut down March 30th, 2017. So
I do remember Club Penguin though, because Disney didn't originally make it, I don't think. I think Disney bought it, and when Disney bought it, I think the graphics got better on it also.
it was created by New Horizon Interactive, a Canadian company founded by Lance Priebe. Officially launching October 25th, 2005, which was later acquired by Disney in 2007. Yep. But yeah, I mean, Disney money, you throw Disney money at it, and that makes sense.
It was probably one of the most popular online computer games for kids at the time too. So they're like, "Oh yeah, let us get into this," because
Oh,
then they
of
made
course.
Toontown also, because that's around the same time that Toontown came out.
Toontown was 2003.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would have not expected that. Yeah, sick. Well, got anything else?
I don't have nothing now.
Okay, then in kind of correlation to what we were just talking about, I'll go over my VHSs real quick. The very first one is going to be Disney, the Tigger movie. I haven't watched this in a long time, but my wife collects Disney VHSs, and I couldn't find my other VHSs, so
That one looks like it's got
the
a
Tigger
dog bite
movie
in
it
it.
is.
Has it got a dog bite in it?
Where?
On the front edge.
It looks like maybe a kid bit it. Looks like maybe a kid was chewing on it, which is totally possible.
Realistic.
And then there's clearly a theme here for this week. We've got Walt Disney Hercules. Hercules rocks. Good movie, good flick. And our final one is Walt Disney Aladdin. Rest in peace. I'm forgetting his name. What's
Robin
Genie?
Williams.
Robin Williams. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. But that's my VHSs for the week because I don't know where my wife moved my fucking VHSs and I don't know where my ones are. so I had to use hers.
Good picks for the week.
Thanks. Which one's your favorite of those three?
Um,
Tigger movie, Hercules, Aladdin.
probably Hercules.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right, guys, that has been episode number 7
Yeah, it's me again. Episode 8. Not 7.
of the Blowhole. Again, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Subscribe to or follow us on socials at the Blowhole Pod or
Mm-hmm.
um
Mm-hmm.
at the Blowhole Podcast on something. It's at the Blowhole Podcast on something. I forget it every time. Whatever it is,
Is
you'll
it?
find it. If you
It's-
find
it's-
one, you'll find the other ones. It's there.
I think technically the YouTube maybe. Don't remember.
No.
But yeah.
Either way, if you like the show, go give us a follow, go give us a like, see what's going on. And I think that is it. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Peace.
Play marathon.
They stay the same age.